What is up, Broncos country? It is finally here. We have finally arrived at game day. All right. Right now, it's Broncos versus Washington. The AFC is an absolute mess with the early game slates. It's been absolutely wild. We have that to talk about. I'm gonna be joined by Tim Dog and Bronco Rob for this pregame. And we also have someone that is inside the enemy lines. We have Ty that is going to possibly joining us from inside the Commander Stadium. It's time to get bucked. It's time to get ready for this dub over Washington. Let's go.
Let's shake the air. Get bucked. Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos country. We're never afraid to take it. The rivals gonna crumble in the spotlight's glare. Get bucked. All together, let's shake the air.
Inside the 15, inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Denver!
All righty, what's going on, boys?
What's up? What's up?
Go.
What's happening, fellas? How's everybody doing?
I mean, it's been so long since we've actually got to watch Broncos football. I feel like the old lady from that Titanic. It's like, it's been 75 years. Like, I am so pumped. How about you guys?
Oh, 100%, man. I'm ready to go. This is gonna be a game that I think Denver, and again, I'm gonna speak on the high side, but I think Denver's gonna maul the Commanders. They've got significant injuries and significant people out, and I think it's going to be a good game to just keep rolling, keep the ball rolling. What about you, Tim?
I'm feeling just like you, Rob. To be honest with you, man, I'm ready to start jumping up and down. I could lose some of this Thanksgiving weight I put on. You know what I mean? With turkeys and hams and mashed potatoes and green chili. So I think we're going to come out firing. If it's not now, when will we? This is the perfect team to do it against, just like we did against Dallas. So, PS2 and Singleton, I believe, are back. So our offense just needs to get to going off the bat. That's what we need to do. We need to hit the ground running.
So they're back. So they're back. But did you guys see who popped up earlier today on the injury report?
I did not.
No, me neither.
So according to ESPN, Hufanga is questionable right now due to an illness. So we may be going into this game without Hufanga.
No.
I said no. We lost PS2 for a few weeks, and we did just fine without him. I mean, if he's out for the week, we got other weapons there. I'm not saying it's as efficient, but I feel like we'll get the job done still with or without him in.
So I've got the injury report from the Broncos website, and I don't see Hufanga on there at all.
So that's the thing. So I've used the Broncos website before, and it's been like, oh yeah, that player is out, this player is out, and then we get to, I think it was with you, Rob. I had it pulled up, and then it was for the other team, and then half of them showed up, and I was like, what's happening? I was like, all right, who is getting the info for this website? Because they're not putting out the right info.
Well, let's see if I can find anything else. But yeah,
I haven't heard anything about it, to be honest. So hopefully it's just one of those rumors. You know,
On ESPN, it says that he was added to Denver injury report and is listed as questionable to play Sunday against the Commanders due to an illness. Zach Stevens of the Denver.com reports.
was that as of today or was that a few days?
Yeah, that was as of today.
Okay.
Well,
So that was 8 hours ago.
Son of a.
Yeah.
I won't say it. I won't say it.
We all felt what we felt what you were gonna say, Rob. We get it.
But so, all right, so we're coming into this game. I don't know if you guys were paying attention at all during the earlier slate games, and just for the AFC alone, because today was a whole bunch of upsets that happened. I mean, Carolina beat the Rams, and I was like, oh, that's surprising. But we had Chargers beat the Rams or beat the Raiders. You know, whatever. That kind of affects us, right? Because we're kind of, neck and neck with them, depending on how they play when it comes to the division. They're the closest ones to us, especially due to the Chiefs losing to the Cowboys, which was a beautiful sight to behold on Thanksgiving, as well as who was it that the Colts getting beat by Houston is just they're now no longer holding the division lead. They're because the Jags won today, so the Colts are now possibly out of it. So how important is it for us to win this game and to keep winning? Like, this isn't a game that we can lose. I think like this is a game we have to win to stay competitive for the playoffs.
Well, they're all must-win games, in my opinion. I threw something out there where I don't think the Broncos are going to lose until the last week because we got to, rest our players. So I will say that they are all must-win. So we're going to go full force and get these wins. It's not just to make the playoffs. It's to get that number 2 seed. I don't believe we're going to get a number 1 seed. Patriots got that easy schedule. We've all talked about that already. I know I won't touch down on that too much. But it is a must-win game. You're absolutely right. It is a must-win game, even though it's against Washington. So what we have to do against Washington is not play down to their level. Let's not make it a fourth quarter comeback. I love them all, everyone that we did this week this year that we pulled out. Love it because we got the dub. But now we gotta branch off that. Now we gotta go show who we are on offense. Sean Payton has to put a game plan in, and and Bo Nix got to show up before the fourth quarter happens.
No more dumbass special trick plays. Let's just play football, run the ball, receivers catch. It's not that hard. We got Keith Brugman in the house saying Zach Stevens just reported 15 minutes ago Hufanga is a go. So thank you for that.
Go.
Thank you for that update, Keith. We appreciate that.
Salute to you. Good intel. Good intel. Needed that intel.
We will hit some of these comments in a minute, but I agree with Tim. I think this is a must-win game. Thankfully, it's not a division game, but it is a must-win game for us to keep our momentum rolling throughout the rest of the year. A lot of teams and a lot of analysts, start to get a little bit of doubt in the back of their head when teams like Denver is on an 8-win game streak like we are. I think that we could wind up, going 13 and whatever, 14 and whatever, 13, 14, something like that. I think it's a must-win game for sure. What do you got, Mike?
And like I said, that was really why I raised the question, right? Was because we have this game that we can't play down to the level and lose because we have 2 very hard back-to-back games following us against Green Bay and the Jags, right? Green Bay is going to be a tough game. All right. I think it's going to be a very tough game. It is at home. They are both at home, but they are both 2 very tough games. And then after that, we finish out with straight divisional games. I'm pretty sure, right? We have
Raiders are next. So we go Washington, Vegas, and then Green Bay.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
those 3 division games, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, bro. Those 3 division games mean more. So I'm going to raise the question that you just asked. The reason why it is must win is because if we rest our players against I always say San Diego. You guys know what I'm talking about. If we rest our players against the Chargers, that's a divisional loss. So these are all must wins. So we can rest those players, because if not, we're not resting players in the last week of the season. If you guys agree, you guys agree. Of course not. Everyone has their own voice, but it's a must win, so we can get to that last week and do what KC did to us last year, where they rested all their starters, and bounce back. We're going to see what we can do off bye.
No, for sure. I say I don't, and to be honest, I don't think we're going to. I don't think Sean Payton is going to rest the guys the last week. I think just because it's a divisional game, I don't foresee us resting them. Because we're not solidified in the number one seed like KC was last year. Given Flowers, they were what when we went up against them, they were like 13-1. I think they had only had registered one loss for the regular season, so it really didn't matter because they were still firmly seated in the number one seed in the AFC. So because we're not firmly seated, I don't think we're going to rest the guys. I think he's going to push them to the limit until the end of the season.
If we got a number 2 seed without needing that last win, no matter what, I believe he will. If we are, because I'm not saying we're getting the number 1, but if you got the number 2 seed and if it's a win-loss either way, why not rest the guys? And I mean, if he plays them, he plays them. He's the coach. That's his decision. I just feel like me personally feel like, why get banged up one more week when you can go off a bye and still secure the number 2 seed?
So all right, so let's get into some of these comments. All right, we got Dave Glassman in the house. Not saying much, but he's just giving some orange and blue hearts. I like that. Love for the boys. We got Crazy Ray 1 saying, good evening, host Yos. Let's effing go Broncos. Yes, sir. Also says, evening, Rob and Tim. We got Virgil Kane. We've seen him every now and again from Manchester, England, saying, what's up? Good to have you here, Virgil. Glad to see you. I'm not bringing up this one because you already got me the good intel. But then look who we got. Look who we got. We got Shy Vargas in the house, boys.
What up, Shy?
What is up, my dude? I'm so looking forward for your Get Sharped video that's coming up, dude. I'm so excited. All right. So do we have an injury report on the Commanders right now? So we've kind of gone through like the really big one. Everybody else that's on our injury report is we've known that they were injured, right? We got a lot of guys on IR. Nick Kroll's still out. We're not seeing Nate Atkins. He's still out. So I don't really feel like we need to go over the Broncos, but who are some key players that the Commanders have out that are probably going to swing in our favor?
Well, they've got Traylon Burks and Noah Brown are wide receivers. Noah Brown for sure is out with he got put on for groin and knee, and then obviously Jaden Daniels. But there was also a tight end for them, Ben Sinnott, and Terry McLaurin as well.
Is Terry playing today?
Well, he did not participate on Friday, but
I heard he was coming back today. I think this is his first game back. I don't know if it's true, rumor spread, but I don't know what the report you have, Rob. But I did hear that he will be back.
So if he plays, who do you think takes Terry? Because I know we got Terry and Debo, that they're guys that if not covered, like, I'm not worried about our secondary covering these guys. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't worried about it. But just who do you think the matchups are probably more likely to be? Do you think they put Pat Surtain on Terry and Riley Moss on Debo? Is that what we're thinking?
I would probably lean that direction, just because Debo's not a super fast receiver. He's more of a big-bodied receiver, and so we all know that Riley Moss is going to get thrown on. We all know Riley Moss is probably going to get a PI call or two this game. That's a foregone conclusion.
That man gets so many PI calls, we could start a whole new segment called "Who's Got the Penalties," and it's just going to be straight Riley Moss.
But if I had to lean a direction, that's the direction I would go. Is I would probably put Surtain on McLaurin because McLaurin is a bit faster, a bit more shifty. especially getting in and out of breaks. And Debo is more of, hey, I'm going to run this slant, I'm going to run this post, I'm going to run a go route, and and that's it. But I agree with you on that lineup.
Well, in my opinion, before injury, obviously, but T-Mac's one of the best route runners there is in the NFL. That dude is so nice, but it doesn't matter how nice you are as a route runner. Quarterback's got to get him the ball. So I think they'll shut him down with PS2. Let's see what PS2 got. And if PS2 is struggling off the injury, they might make a little decision there. But yeah, I think definitely I agree with you, Rob, about that. But one thing, man, Terry's going to come out hungry. T-Mac's going to come out ready to play. And I'm not lying. I mean, I hope I'm not a hater on anybody. I mean, Broncos first, of course, but that guy is one of the best route runners in the NFL, in my opinion.
No, for sure. For sure. Like, you gotta give credit where credit's due, right? The other question then that I have is this: they have Marcus Mariota, right, still filling in for Jay Daniels because Jay Daniels is still hurt.
Yeah,
we have kept, even against the Patriots, even against the Pat Mahomes and Casey, we have kept at a 3-sack average, right? Every game we've at least gotten 3 or more sacks. So with Mariota being under center today for them, how many sacks do you think we're going to pull down?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say
above average, but not too far above.
Yeah, I was going to say 4 or 5. Again, Mariota, he's been in the league a long time. He's still a dual threat quarterback. He may not be as fast as he once was, but he has the ability to escape the pocket. Now, is that going to matter much against our defense? I don't know. Probably not. I think it's gonna lean more in the direction of us doing 4 or 5 sacks. I could see. I would say 3 at minimum. 3 at absolute minimum. But I mean, when you again you look at our stats, we're on a historic run at setting a new sack record for a single season. So
Shy's in the house saying 6 sacks.
Hopefully, Shy.
I mean, like, listen, I'll tell you, I listen. I think this could be a 5 or 6 sack game. I really do. I think Mariota under pressure is going to do a lot more dropping back. I think it's going to give our guys a lot more opportunities. I mean, we got Zach Allen that's going to be coming through the center. You're going to have Greenlaw, Cooper Rush. All right, Singleton's back, right? Singleton should be in the game, I think, today, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're talking about a guy that's going to come out and be like, I'm here to play, right? So I think defensively, this could shape out to be one of our best outings.
Well, like, no matter how we get, Shy, I hope you're right, man. I hope it is 6 sacks, If it is, man, Mad, put some props for you on Mile High Outcast on Thursday, definitely, man. But I like Joe's point of view last week when we were on, because we talked about the sacks and we both agreed 4 or 5. But like you said, hopefully it's Benito because we want him to get that Defensive Player of the Year. So hopefully Benito gets in there and he's getting those sacks. I mean, no matter where it comes from, you want it to come. But like if Benito could get in there and get like at least 2.5 today, to solidify himself as an argument to being Defensive Player of the Year.
As much as I would love, as much as I would love for them to, as much as I would love to see Benito hit those sacks. This season, we've seen that guy get double teamed relentlessly. Like we have seen that guy just get held up relentlessly. Still putting on pressures, still out there, causing havoc with O-lines. But I mean, honestly, I think tonight's going to be. I think it's going to be another. Cooper night. I think it's going to be another Cooper night, and maybe because McMillan was absolutely wild against the Chiefs when we played the Chiefs. Like that guy was just popping in out of nowhere and just making
Well,
Pat Mahomes
it,
like
it,
hell.
it comes from everywhere. If they're going to double up Benito, then you got multiple weapons to come
Yeah.
through and be like, I'm getting this sack. So, I mean, if we get in there, on Rob's statement, Mariota is an experienced quarterback. He's not as young as he once was, not quoting the song by all means, but he does have experience. So I think he'll begin that ball. If he feels that pressure, I think will be throwing as many as he can away because he has that experience. But I mean, there's nothing he can do if he just gets slaughtered down,
So to piggyback off of that real quick, Tim, Denver is currently sitting at 49 sacks, and we are on pace to hit 75. That is wild.
Wild. Agreed.
All right. So real quick with that, all right, real quick, I'm going to get into, because I've been bad, I haven't done it yet. Please, if you're enjoying the show, you're enjoying the content, please like, share, and subscribe, right? So today we have, we're doing our pregame show. All right, like, share, subscribe. I'll even go ahead and I will throw up this right here. All right, this is a QR code. Lets you subscribe right to the YouTube channel, okay? If you make sure that your profile is public, we are still giving away a Bo Nix jersey. Rob has that Bo Nix jersey. Still, we're going to be doing another drawing for it. All right, so please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and you're not going to be able to watch all the game day shows, right? But we have so many. All right, so we have Monday and Friday at 11 a.m. We have Bronco Blitz. On Mondays at 7 p.m., we have Bronco Bros. Tuesday at 7:30 p.m., we have Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue. On Wednesday at 2:30, we have Mile High Symposium. They talk about all games. They talk about everything. They talk about football, hockey. I think they do talk about baseball, but they don't really like the Rockies, so I don't know. Show up and see if they talk about it. But they also talk about the Nuggets because that's their team. On Wednesdays at 6 p.m., you have Broncos Talk. On Thursdays, you can join Tim Dog at the Outcast, Mile High Outcast podcast. They talk about a lot of stuff. Tim, what do you guys talk about mostly?
Mostly it's the Broncos, but we get into my high memories. We always try to shout out anybody in Colorado organization. On Fourth and Forecast, we always talk about the Avs prediction and the Nuggets predictions. So we talk about a lot. When we started on, we touched down on the World Series. So we like to keep it well-rounded, but mostly the Broncos.
So mostly the Broncos, which sprinkles everything else. All right, and then on Fridays, we have Viva Los Broncos, which is an all in Spanish Broncos podcast. Those guys come in for the Spanish speakers. They do an excellent show. We also have our Breaking News Fresh Squeeze podcast that comes out when we have important information that comes out of Mile High. And then like today, we have the pregame. We have the play-by-play, the Bucking Booth, which is hosted by Bronco Rob. And then every day after the game, we have the Buck Your Feelings post-game show. All right. So much content. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. We're also going to go into our sponsor for today's show, which is Dubby. Right now, if you go to Dubby.com and use code OBN10, you'll get 10% off at your next order at checkout. Now, here's the question. Why should you? Well, I'll tell you why. Dubby has no sugars, no calories, no maltodextrin, no fillers, and no artificial colors. It's a formulated with nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and neurotropics, including the patented neurofactor, nootropic, and caffeine derived directly from the coffee fruit. It is an awesome energy drink mix that is just amazing. All right. The guys stand by it. They live for it. Just go down, get you the dub with Dubby today, just like the Broncos are going to get the dub today against Washington. So
I like that ending. I like that ending right there.
Absolutely. All right. So now that we've kind of talked about defense, right? We talked about some injury issues. All right. We're about halfway through the show. Real quick, how are we feeling about our offense, right? We have another game with J.K. Dobbins out, right? R.J. Harvey definitely probably going to be the main back for the running back room with Jaleel McLaughlin using that veteran status to kind of help move the run game along. How do we feel about that right now going up against Washington?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. We had that same combination against the Chiefs, and we were able to beat the Chiefs. So I feel good about it. RJ Harvey is a very talented rookie. You've got McLaughlin, and again, he has veteran experience. He's very quick, especially around the outside. Yeah, I mean, I feel good about our running back room. It sucks to not have J.K. Dobbins on the field. He's out for the season with that. I don't remember the name of the injury, but the foot injury. And hopefully he'll be back again next year. I think he's definitely proven his worth. But I'm comfortable with it, Tim. Mike, what do you think about that, Tim?
I'm with you. We did it against KC. Absolutely, 100% agree with you. The one thing that scares me is we play down to certain levels. Like, look at the Raiders. You know what I mean? We had a squad then. We don't have Dobbins now, which hurts. It definitely hurts. By the way, Ohio State. He's a big part, but we got to get Harvey involved, man. We got to get Ingram involved. We got to let Harvey. If you drafted this guy, and Sean Payton saw it, then let him go prove himself on the field. You can't just let him take 2 touches. You can't let him have 2 touches in the first quarter, nothing in the second quarter, maybe 3 in the fourth, and then a passing game all in the fourth quarter, because it's not going to prove his worth. You want to see what he's worth? Let him go against the Washington front 4 and see if he can start hitting holes. You got to start with that. Open up with do some different stuff that these defenses are not expecting you to do. So if Harvey's your number 2, now he's your number 1. Let him try. Give him 10, 12 touches in the first half. I'm not saying give him 20. I mean, hopefully he gets over. Hopefully he gets over 20. That's my bad, guys. That's my phone.
No, you're fine.
Hopefully he gets over 20 touches for the game. That's my main concern is, are they going to start running him against a team like Washington, opposed to a team down the road in the playoffs, and be like, oh, now we need you. What can you do? Get him the experience now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real quick, Rob, right before you go. So I agree with Tim, right? I do agree with Tim. I agree with Tim in the sense that if we are going to run the ball, it should be more Harvey than Jaleel, right? We know Jaleel's a veteran, right? We know he knows what he's doing, but we drafted RJ, right? It's now time that we probably need to start trusting him and trust him now in games that, yes, it matters. Yes, we need this win against the Commanders, but there's a lot more room for error in this game versus in the playoffs when we're fighting to get to the Super Bowl or to get to the NFC Championship. And let him make those mistakes here against Washington, where you know you can sit there and beat them in other areas, versus, hey, let's wait till we got to face the Bills, or we got to go face, if the Colts make the playoffs, go face the Colts and all their guys, right? Let's see how this guy does in this scenario. But I also think that's going to come down to Sean Payton's play calling, right? Sean Payton has an issue running the ball. So there may be a lot of times that we see a RJ out there, but it's just for pass block. It's not for running the ball, right? Which is, in my opinion, a waste. Like, we use the draft capital. We got this guy. Let's utilize this guy, and let's get this ball moving on the ground. Rob, go ahead. I know you wanted to say something.
No, you're good. I was just gonna mention that the one running back we didn't mention, and looking at the official depth chart for Denver, RJ Harvey's 1, Tyler Bidet is 2, which I'm not too thrilled with him, and McLaughlin is 3. So that's going to be interesting to see today, to see if Bidet gets out on the field more. Personally, if it was me, I would move McLaughlin up and move Bidet back. Bidet, in my opinion, has not proven himself worthy to be a number 2. But with that being said, Mike, if you're okay, I just want to run through so we got some more handful of comments coming in. We got for sure. Don, the 6'10" Mexican, saying, "Let's go Broncos."
Yes,
We got Mile High Medlock in the house saying, "What up, fellas? Broncos in prime time." We got
What up, Joe?
our one and only D-Rock in the house saying, "Sup, dudes? Sup, chat?"
Rock.
And then we got Mr. George Montoya coming in saying, "What's going on, fellas? Sunday Night Football prime time, baby!" And he's leading us down the road to our betting segment with Jaleel and anytime touchdown plus 350. So, with that being said, George, hopefully you put a good amount of money on that bet and you'll get a good return on it.
Well, just touching on George's a little bit. He hates bidet, and Rob, it doesn't sound like you're a fan either.
I'm not, man. He hasn't done anything to prove it.
I think you need to give him more chances, like the way like Harvey needs more chances. That's what I believe. I just don't think he's being utilized. I mean, you guys could be totally right, but I mean, who knows? He might come out and surprise tonight.
What's the thing is, but bidet isn't used as a running back, right? Bidet is used as a slot emergency receiver, right?
Because they're not utilizing him right.
But that's the thing. But no, I agree with you. But I think that's the reason why he's at number 2 and not Jaleel, because Sean Payton doesn't like running the ball. He likes throwing the ball. So hey, I'm gonna put my number 2 running back as the guy that I use as a slant receiver, as a slot receiver, versus the guy that is, short, stocky, and will just try to run through as many players as he can. That's just Sean Payton's thinking, which annoys a lot of us, right? Because we're just like, run the ball, please. Let's run the ball.
But he's not even doing that though. If he has that in his weaponry, right? If he has that to go, he's still not even doing that. So this is what I feel like. All of our running backs have talent. Dobbins number 1 by far. Mm-hmm. But what are you doing to put these guys in a system to succeed? Like.
Now, with all that being said, we're missing out on one key piece on Washington's defense, and that is our beloved Von Miller is playing tonight for the Commanders.
Did you see? Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
Is he playing, or is he going to show up for like 1 or 2 plays and then be like, "Nah, I can't"?
Well, he's playing. But that's the thing, though, is Von Miller is getting up there in age. He's not a 4-down player anymore.
No,
he's maybe a 2, maybe a 3-down player.
Did you guys see his interview a few days ago? He did it with, I believe it was with Talib on Talib's podcast.
I probably saw clips of it.
Yeah, so he was saying, he's like, I try to go back to the Broncos. He goes, but that's such a young defense. Where would I fill in? And I'm not done playing yet. So they did it. I can't remember the other guests that was on there, but they both picked Broncos, and they're like, "Well, let Von go last." And Von goes, "I gotta pick Commanders because I'll be in there." He goes, "I'm not done yet. I love Denver. I love everything about Denver." He goes, "But I'm gonna be in there, and I'm gonna make sure." So Von Miller is pumped up for this game, man. I mean, that interview was like goosebumps on my arms, man. Rob, I'm not lying. You guys both watched that? And he was just being real from the heart, dude, like, because that's who Von is. So I think Von wants to make a statement despite his age.
Here's the thing is, and Von might want to make a statement, right? Von might want to sit there and be like, "I still got it," right? Von Miller's going to be going against our O-line, and let me tell you something. Our O-line is one of the best in the league right now, okay? We just signed Luke Wattenberg back, right? We're signing all these guys who – we have the most sacks in the NFL versus the amount of sacks allowed, right? I think we still hold that title. He's not going up against, a nobody O-line. All right. He's going up against some guys that are tough to get, right? I mean, we have stopped in every big named edge rusher, pass rusher, everybody, right? Is like, I'm getting the bow. I'm going to make bow, I'm going to do this. Max Crosby got held up. I think who was holding up Crosby? Was it Ben Powers?
No, McGlinchey.
Oh, it was McGlinchey. McGlinchey was sitting there and was just like, "Nah, dude, you're not getting to my quarterback." Like, what do you? So for Von Miller to be like, "I'm coming." Listen,
no, but he wasn't disrespecting though. He did it in a cool way, like, "Hey, no, I'm coming for." He's not one of those arrogant guys. I believe you're absolutely right. I'm going to go with you 110%. I'm going to say you're right because our O-line is our O-line. But those grudge match games, coming from the place that you won the Super Bowl with, went to 2 with, was the leader of our defense, the leader of our whole team when Peyton Manning was at the end of his career. It's always more of a game to them than it is any other player out on that field.
Hey, you got to remember, Vaughn said we're his old girlfriend. We've been in the gym. We're looking good. We got the makeup on. Like he's like, damn, like that's my ex shit. But but no, Tim, you're right. Like players elevate their game when they're going against their former teams, and a lot of them do it out of hate. Like, oh, you didn't want to re-sign me? Cool, I'm going to show you why you should have re-signed me. But I think Vaughn is such a baller just in general. I mean, look at what the guy's done. We drafted him. He came here. He won a Super Bowl. We wanted to keep him. It didn't work. He went to the Rams, won a Super Bowl, left there, went to the Bills, was productive there, left the Bills, and now he's on the Commanders. Now, all those teams are vastly different. They're vastly different in all aspects. But the one thing that is consistent is Vaughn is a baller. Vaughn plays ball, and he knows ball. I guarantee he has studied Bo's film up and down, left and right, and he's going to try to jump the count. I guarantee it. He's going to try to jump the count.
Definitely.
I mean, he was with us for how many years, and that was his specialty was figuring out the snap count and timing it and jumping the count. So, do I feel like Vaughn might get a sack? I'll give him one. Like 100%. Out of just pure respect, I'll give him at least one. Hell, maybe even 2. But the difference is our O-line going to step up our game knowing that Vaughn is coming, and that that's his intention.
I like that take. That Rob, great take on that one, bro. That's like seriously, yeah. Because I mean, like you said, it's not like he's coming back for vengeance. He still has love for Denver, but that O-line knows how to be ready for everything that you just said there, Rob. Great take, man.
All right,
Thanks,
so let's one more. I just want to hit one more thing right before we gotta start getting into these segments. Receiver core for us, right? Sticking on offense, receiver core. Who do you think is going to be the playmaker wide receiver tonight? Do we think Troy Franklin's going to have it figured out? Because we know he's probably going to get most of the targets tonight, right? So are we going to see Troy Franklin actually start making these playmaker moves? Are we going to see Cortland Sutton actually start getting targeted a lot more with accuracy? Or are we going to start seeing Pat Bryant really start taking over this receiver core and really start putting his name out there?
So if it goes target wise, it's going to be Franklin. What we need to do is, this is the game, like we just said, get our running Harvey going, right? This is the game we also need to get Sutton back involved, Ingram involved, Bryant. Like, let's not just target one guy just because it's the throw that you want to make. Now's the time for Bo Nix to go check 1, check 2, 3. I got this. Boom. Now's the time to let his receivers know, okay, I'm not going to get pressured as much today. We know we got this. We're on a mile high. Let's go in this game firing out to Ingram. Let's give Sutton his dues at what he's been doing here forever. Like, those targets to Franklin are going to be nice if he's open and he can make that catch because it's a one-on-one. But don't keep going after that. So I don't have an answer who's going to get the most. In my mind, Ingram should get the most because they're not gonna be able to cover him at all. So if there's a game plan going on with the play action, if Harvey gets running, I say Ingram is how it should be. I'm not gonna say that. Don't mark my word. I'm not promising anything, but it should open up for Ingram and getting Sutton some jump balls in the end zone.
No, Tim, I'm holding you to it.
Thanks, Rob. He's like, I clipped it.
The receiving target for tonight. There we go. All right.
Yeah, no, I'll make mine quick. I think this should be a game that Cortland Sutton comes out and kind of lays it on the field. Lays it across Washington and says, this is who I am. This is what I do. Try and stop me. I would say a close second, in my opinion, and again, this is just purely from performance, in the past, however many weeks. I don't even remember what week we're on. It's flying by. But, I would say a close second is going to be Pat Bryant. Pat Bryant, in my opinion, is emerging as a legitimate number 2 if we had to, number him, with Troy Franklin, being a number 3. Now, is that going to happen because of the way Sean Payton's calling plays and the connection with Bo and Franklin? Who knows? I hope that with every game, Bo is learning to read the defense more and take what the defense is giving him. And if Franklin is double covered, don't throw it to Franklin. Throw it to somebody else.
Look, my thing is this: is I don't mind if he throws it to Franklin, even if Franklin's undercover. I'm not afraid of that, right? What I'm afraid of is Franklin giving up on plays. We've seen it before. I need to see Franklin not give up on plays, right? How many times have we seen him just ball kind of goes over his head and then he just lets off? He's beating the corner or the defensive back that's on him and just gives up on the play when he could have, took that last 10% of energy that he has and just try to reach out for it. I would much rather him reach and just miss it than it's over my head, cool, too easy, and just walk away. Like it annoys me. But I want to see Pat Bryant way more. Because when that ball hits that dude's hands, it's not coming out. And he's getting the yards. So that's
Pat
my
Bryant needs to stop losing fights against the ground because he almost got himself concussed last week.
Hey, you knock on wood right now. You knock on wood right now. All right.
That ground's a doozy, bro. That ground's a doozy.
You heard. All right. So real quick, please, we're about to start getting into our awesome segments here. All right. So please like, share, subscribe, share this right now. All right. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody, right? Come on down and come join the show. All right. Let's get into this first segment, which is going to be Mile High Menu. All right. I love that jingle. I don't know about you guys. I love that jingle.
It's catchy. It's catchy.
It's a catchy jingle, man. All right. So, Mile High Menu, really simple, right? Join in the comments if you want to. It is Sunday Night Football, right? So, what's everybody eating for dinner tonight, right? What do you got while you're watching the game, while you're watching the boys absolutely lay the smackdown on Washington? What are you eating? All right. We'll start with you, Tim Dog. What do you guys got going for dinner tonight?
Well, I'm going to just say it as easy as this. Me and George, we did Thanksgiving for all our kids. My brother, love you, Doug. I still got tamales and green chili left over. So, you know what? I'm not cooking and I'm not ordering wings. I mean, normally I would do something like that. But Thanksgiving was such a blessed day. I still got some tamales and green chili going through. So, I'm just going to throw the chili on the pan, man, and I'm going to get the green and red tamales out and, just have myself a little feast after Thanksgiving. We had a great day for Thanksgiving. Not to get off topic of the segment, but I hope both of you guys had a great Thanksgiving as well.
I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that you had a good one. Rob, what you got? I know that you were like, I got to hurry up and eat dinner for the podcast. I got to just throw something in my mouth. You got anything on the way?
Yeah. So, my Thanksgiving was good. I'm thankful I was able to spend it with my mom. She's going through some health stuff right now. So I was very grateful to be able to spend it with her. I myself was able to make my mother's stuffing recipe. And so I got about a half a container of that left. So I might scarf that down, when I have time, because, right after this show, we're going to be going right into the bucking booth. But before I got on camera tonight, I had some leftover garlic Parmesan chicken with Cajun Alfredo pasta. And let me tell you, boys, that is a recipe that I will make again because it was straight fire.
So real quick, was your recipe as good as your mom's though?
Believe it or not, my mom said I did a damn good job. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
So, it's her recipe. I just was able to actually do the cooking and bring it over to where she's at right now. So, the stuffing that they gave us for Thanksgiving was not. It was not as edible as they probably thought it would, but that's all right. I got it covered. I came in, I saved the day. Mom, was at least able to have her stuffing and was able to have just a little bit. So, but that's that's good.
Bro, what's funny about that, Rob, is my mom's in Arizona for the holidays, and she does the stuffing every year. And she called me, she's like, Hito, she goes, I'll just give you the recipe. And I'm like, I'm not trying your stuffing and get laughed at.
Nah, bro, do it.
Maybe I should have because you pulled it off,
Hey, yeah, well, I'm Italian, man. I was born to cook, so.
All right, so right now we got D-Rock in the house saying honey hot wings, and I got his R&R drink. Man, it's always got that R&R drink on game day, baby. We got George coming in the house, pizza rolls and frozen burritos in the air fryer.
That dude lives with his air fryer, bro. I swear, he got
the air fryer is the air fryer is the best invention ever made. I don't care, hands down. George, I'm right there with you. I'll air fry a chair leg. I don't give a crap, bro. I'll take a whack at it.
Bro, we were at his house. He had frozen chicken nuggets, just frozen chicken nuggets, and he goes, "Try one out of this air fryer." And I was like, "Oh man, yeah, you're right. You're right."
It's a different kind of delicacy.
Yeah.
Right? We got Mile High Bedlock coming in, gonna make some wings. Always reliable. Some wings on there. And we got another. Muhammad like saying, "Yep, making mine in the air fryer, lemon pepper for my son, and Cajun for me." There it is. All right. So I know for me, my wife earlier today made chicken sandwiches, and we still have a lot left over from it. So I'm definitely gonna make me just a nice grilled chicken sandwich and some air fried French fries. So everybody's using the air fryer tonight. It sounds like.
Bro, I'm telling you, if I could go back 15 years and invent the damn air fryer, I'd be a freaking billionaire. I'm telling you what. D-Rock coming in here real quick, just saying, Rob, seriously, hope your mom gets well soon. Thank you, D-Rock. I appreciate it, sir.
We all do, Rob, bro. All of us are with you, my bro. If I can do one real quick, my Uncle Todd in the house.
I was about to pull him up.
He said, "Hey, dudes, it's going to be a good night for the Broncos, and let's get some more people to like, share, and subscribe." For sure, Uncle
Yes,
Todd.
sir. Yes, sir.
Jay titled him the Uncle of the Network.
That's right, Uncle Todd. That's right, baby. Big Unc. All right, just for that, we'll throw this up one last time. There you go. There's all the stuff. All right, and then there's the QR code. All right, like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody that'll hear you. We are Broncos country. We're the Orange Blue Network, and we love the Broncos. All right, now that we got that all knocked out and out of the way, now it's time to get into our next segment, the You Wanna Bet.
Money line, I'ma run it every time. Give me mine, going up, need no decline. Money line, I'ma run it.
All right, Robbie, can you pull up the money line, the stats for what's going on? I know we already had one of our boys, I think it was George, right, to come in and said that anytime touchdown for Jaleel McLaughlin was plus 350. Hey, get that money, people.
So with the point spread we got. Oh, sorry, Tim, go ahead.
I was going to say he could have got some bucks today, but they didn't throw the ball to the Njigba, which he messed me up in fantasy. So I mean, if he didn't get his money, I didn't get my fantasy win, and it was just one of those days for Seattle.
I gotta check to see if I'm still beating Jay.
So with the point spread, according to what I have here from CBS Sports, Broncos are minus 5.5 to 6.5, depending on the book. Commanders obviously are plus 5.5 or to 6.5. Money line, we're sitting at Broncos are minus 260 to 325. Commanders obviously are plus 230 to plus 260. And the over-under this game is 43.5 total points. So with that being said, Mike, I'm going to let you go first, sir, that direction. What do you got? What are you thinking?
What was the money line again?
Money line is Broncos minus 260 to minus 325.
Yeah. All right. I'm probably gonna cover the money line. What's the over under?
43 and a half points.
43 and a half points. Oh gosh. I don't know. See, I always end up taking the under. When I take the under, we like blow it out the seams. And then if I take, I take the over, we play the Jets in England. So it's what are we gonna get today? I'm gonna take the over though. I'm gonna take the over today. All right, and just pray to God that we don't have a Jets game. And I think it's gonna be 30. I'll say 30 to 17. I think to take the over, we go 30-17. Broncos dub over Washington. I think we get the ball moving in the air a lot better. I think that RJ runs the ball, and then I think George also dropped a hot take. So someone wants to get that buzzer ready. Let me see.
I got you.
Yep. Nope.
Nope. Other one.
Yeah. It's no. It was up a little bit further. For some reason, my computer is just. There it is. My bold prediction tonight is we will see a score on the defense in some fashion. So pick six could be. It is Marcus Mariota, right? Pick six could happen. So
Yeah,
I'll take.
If it doesn't get batted down and right back into his freaking hands.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But I think that definitely we're gonna cover the spread. We're gonna go 30-17 on the over.
Tim, what do you got, big dog?
I'm thinking more under. I don't want to be. I want to go on the over, but I'm thinking 27-10, 37 points. Broncos victory. Obviously, I don't see Washington putting up crazy points, dude. Not against this defense. If they get 10, they're lucky. I'm giving them a little favoritism, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go 27-10 Broncos.
Damn you, Tim. You took it right. Literally, I was just thinking that as you said it. I was thinking the same score. I was thinking the same score, 27-10. Yeah, I mean, if I can't, no, you're good. With that being said, just for me to be a little different, I would say 27-14. But again, I doing quick math, I still think that's the under. But
I once said 21-15, and I got daggone near close. You guys were like, "Lock that in." You said it, then it is, and it happened. I was like.
But 14 is risky because that's 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
I think even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yep.
I think Mariota will at least get one passing touchdown, and maybe they get lucky and get a running touchdown. Not a crazy running touchdown. Something on the 1-2 yard line. But that's kind of where I'm at with it. But again, I think we all think Denver's going to get the Dubski across the board.
My bad, Rob. You know what's funny about that though? You said that I stole it from you. Medlock, Mile High Medlock, my co-host. Our first week on, we do a thing called Fourth and Forecast, and he literally stole Johnny's whole thing. And Johnny would just sit there like, what? And he did it twice to him in one show, and he did it to me on Thanksgiving night. So Joe's the ultimate. I got your takes, so don't ever if Joe's ever on the show with you guys, don't ever let him go first, bro, because he'll say it first.
All right, Medlock, you heard it here first. You're going last forever.
In the comments, we got Shy making a bold prediction, 41-10.
I hope you're right.
Broncos dub. Hey, he's like, hey, I want to see absolute just domination. All right, when we got George taking the under 24-13. Broncos dub. All right. So last but not least, boys. All right, we got this knocked out, right? Last but not least, it's time. I'm so excited. I get excited for this every single week. Boys, you know what time it is?
Time to get shot.
Time to get shiped, baby.
Let's go, Broncos. You know the logo, you know the vibe. We're going about to whoop on the Washington Commanders. We're going to whoop them, and we don't need no injury. We coming. KC's pretty much out the playoffs. We taking the rest. We taking the rest. We taking the division back. You know the logo, you know the vibe. Let's go, Broncos. Let's go, Broncos. We coming. Let's go, Broncos. You know what time is it? We coming to we coming hell, Max Melder. I'm not playing. We not playing tomorrow. Kansas City, the Raiders, they're getting all slapped this year.
Let's go. Let's go.
I love it, dude.
What would we do without
so
that
pumped.
guy? Go, shot.
So pumped, dude. With that just about wraps it up. But real quick, right before we do, because we still might have our inside man who just sent a whole bunch of pictures to our group chat of him just in the stands right now at Washington.
Did he?
He just threw it in the Discord, dude. He's just great look. I think it's a pretty good seating. But he still might drop in for a second. But coming on right after this, right at kickoff, we have the bucking booth hosted by that man right below me, Mr. Bronco Rob. All right, he's gonna be going play-by-play, right? And hopefully we'll have somebody else with him. If not, I mean, listen, if you can't watch the game and you can only listen to it, there ain't nobody else I'd want to hear tell me what's going on. I'll tell you that right now. So we'll just wait here. Last minute thoughts from you guys while we wait to see if Ty jumps in here. We'll start with you, Tim.
Hang on. I'm calling a timeout, Bronco Grunt, because you're ignoring one of your fans here saying I can't wait to watch the game with my Bronco Grunt, Miss Jessie Yost.
Yes, that is my wife. Yes, that is my wife. She was she needs a win today because her Colts lost today. So,
yes, I
she's
saw
finally
that.
So she wants to go watch a real football team actually get a win. So
I don't want to mess up your household, but I'm very happy about that.
Sorry, Jesse, but we need the Colts to lose. So
she's like the entire game. She's like the script is that the Colts don't make it to the to the playoffs.
Oh no!
What's going on, baby? Here we go. Yeah, George in the house.
I just wanted to pop in. Say what's up.
What's up, dude?
George, don't do what you did last time. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't please don't end the please don't end the podcast. Oh
no. I just want to say you guys did a great job tonight, and it's Sunday Night Football, man, prime time. I'm excited. I can't wait to see Jaleel McLaughlin give me some money tonight. And Tyler Bidet might be listed as a 2, but he was listed as a 2 last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say. And Jaleel still was the only one to get a TD. So let's just say I did hear rumors. There was some talk saying that Jaleel might be the new goal line running back, which is interesting to me because he's our smallest running back. I would much rather have RJ Harvey in there. So
hey, you only got to make the hole that big.
Yeah, he just wants to hit people and get through. That's I'm all about it.
So George, one question to you: how many touches does Harvey get tonight? Running touches.
Touches or running, like rushes?
Running. Yeah, rushes.
Yeah, rush attempts.
Okay. I'll say I'm hopeful for 15, but I think he'll get 12. He can get 12
That's
rushing
the number
attempts.
that kept popping in my mind. Was like, well, I think honestly, we don't. I think our rush attempts will be like, if we're lucky, it'll be 20. If we get more than 20, I'll be surprised.
I'll be satisfied, depending on the outcome of the game, of course. But like,
Yeah.
if we're rushing 20 times, I'd prefer like 24, 28 in that range. 24 to 28 times. Let Bo sling it 18 to 22 times, and get this offense moving. Let's get the ball rolling. Don't mind the background noise. That's just my son.
My
That's why I'm
nephew?
not on the podcast. But we really just need to get the ball rolling and have a complete offense. How we should. We should be a complete offense because we have every possibility to do it. We have every player in every position to do so. So that's what I'm waiting to see. I would really hope for us to come out that bye week and just take off as a complete unit, not just trying to throw the ball all over the field and then forget to run the ball.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's got to be a game plan in effect. Real quick, I'm gonna do this. Mile High Medlog, gonna have to mute Tim Dog. I'm always listening. It shows. It shows, Joe. It shows.
Hey, I'll double up on that take. I even told him, I even asked in our 2-minute drill when you guys were on, and Joe said exactly what I wanted to say. So I still took it and went my own way. But yeah, I was like, Joe's right on point. So yeah, he do be sniping, all right? He's a little sniper.
Yeah. See,
He'd be on his John Morant.
Rob, he's coming for you next, bro. Watch.
All right, boys. Well, you know what? We got just about 18 minutes to game time. And unfortunately, I guess our inside man hopefully he's okay. He might have got caught. But that's not my. I just saw somebody pulled it up. It's probably Rob holding me down. 42-10 from Jay the Dreamweaver, sitting there just like
hey Jay, what's going on,
man? Hey, we hope so. We hope. But with that, thank you for joining us for the Get Bucked pregame show. Following after this will be the bucking booth with our big man Bronco Rob. Thanks for everything that came out. Mile high salute from everybody, and we'll see you guys on the other end of the game.
Go Broncos, baby.
Yes, sir. Go Broncos.
Let's go.
Let's down,
get it.
baby. Texas lost. Boomer Sooner.
Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Bumpers country. We're never afraid to take